How about now? Was on the standby? Okay. Hey guys, it's still auction going on here. This is David from 602 Tour. Gonna wait a couple of seconds before we get into our major announcement. But we had great success last year with the limited tour. That was the first thing we did. Had 4 awesome races. What we're trying to do next year, we're going to 8 races. But what I've seen is there's never been a feeder division for these modifieds here. So what we're doing is we're introducing a new modified tour utilizing the 602 crate motor. There's a few modifications you can run on them. They're at 602modifieds.com. And we're going to have a meeting at Bibbs downtown next week in Winston-Salem. So stay tuned to that. I'll post that information up. And but yeah, what we're doing is this division here is, we've never had a feeder division for modifieds. Oh, I hear my name. He's yelling it. Right back here, sir. Oh, hold on. Go ahead and pause it. I'll be right back. Got to walk away for a second. Yeah, we ready? No, right now.
So as many of you have figured out, it is a live show. David Sell, here he comes. They were calling for him at the podium. He was in the middle of his announcement. He's back now.
All right, let's start over. All right, Kenneth just broke for the auction for the intermission. What it is, I'm David with the 602 Tour, the founder and originator of the Limited Series. What I've done is I've seen there's a need for the modifieds to have a feeder division to feed into Bowman Gray, to feed into the SMRS. And a lot of guys can't start their careers off at the level they want to be at. So what we've tried to do is take the success and the engine package that we introduced last year and move it into a modified. Kind of like Riverhead and Stafford are doing right now. We're just doing it a little bit different in the South. We're running a little bit different tires. But the motors are pretty much a 602 crate motors. There are a few amendments on it. Go to 602modifieds.com. You can see the rule book and what we're thinking about doing. But we'll have 4 races this year, and we'll discuss those with you next week too. But the 4 races are going to be at Wake County. Then Labor Day weekend, either Sunday or Monday, there will be another race. We've got the 2 tracks. We've got the same promoter, just figuring out which track. The 3rd race is either going to be October 7th or October 28th. Pretty confident it's October 28th, but I can't announce that till next week until we get the word. Then we're going to finish up this short season November 12th at Franklin County. Be a big deal with Langley, Austin, all the guys up there to end up their season. The 602 Limiteds are going to expand out, and we're going to do 8 events with them this year. We'll be at Concord. We'll be Caraway, March 18th, at Concord, April 1st. We will be at Franklin County with the Southeastern Limited Series. We'll be there July 2nd, which is a Sunday. Then we'll be back at Caraway on September 9th. We'll be at Hickory September 30th. We'll be, forgot one, East Carolina. We'll be there with John Vick at East Carolina August 26th. Then we'll have an exhibition race at Carteret County on April 28th. And then we'll have our last points race November 12th. November 12th, Franklin County. October 14th will be with Southeast Super Trucks and Jeff Myers Series at Tri-County. Then November 12th, we'll be at Franklin County. So that's on the limited end. What we're planning on doing with this series is coupling it with the 602s as limiteds, as many races as we can. We're trying to do the 602 limiteds and the modifieds together. Some days that won't be possible. Other days it will be. We're trying to run those together. We're trying to not run modifieds ever against SMRS and what the Hacketts are doing that. We're trying to let them have their own shine and not have any modified fans want to choose between what they're going to go support. So support SMRS and what they're doing because, as you know, that's going to be the premier tour division now, the big motors, big tires. If we got any questions, Tony? Anybody? If you want to send questions, Tony Stevens from Pit Road Media is doing our moderation here. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I want to see everybody the 28th of January, which is next Saturday, 10 a.m. at Bibbs downtown in Winston-Salem. Keep up on this Facebook page, R602 Modifieds, r602tour.com, and we will have everything to go for those for that meeting next week. Any questions, send them to me. Okay, got one, Tony?
One of them, David, is why the American Racer 970 tire?
Okay.
Can you go into detail about that?
Okay, yeah. What we're doing, we have two choices with tires. Right now we're running American Racer Y3s on our limiteds. We are going to see, we got a tire test scheduled February 1st at Caraway. I invite everybody. I'll send y'all messages, and y'all know when that is. You can come watch it. We're going to try these tires. What these tires will do, it'll let the series bring in the money for tires and sell you guys tires at an affordable rate and actually give you a points fund. And if the tires work out, which we're thinking they're going to be repeatable up to 2 to 3 races, repeatable like the Y3s, if it doesn't work out at this tire test, then we're going to fall back on the Y3s. And that's something I want to discuss with you guys next Saturday. If you have a strong opinion on that, send your messages or emails. But I'm not set in stone that these are our tires, but right now until this tire test, this will be the tire.
Another question, David, is race length. Everybody wants to know how long they're going to run, whether it's 50 laps, 100 laps,
Okay,
1,000 laps.
That's a good question. Right now we're planning on running 50-lap events this first year. Next year we'll run 75 laps. Depending on the car count, if you guys support it, we have 15 cars, then yeah, we can run 75 laps. But right now we're planning on just doing 50 laps for these 4 events, then expanding it to 75 next year. That's it. Any other questions? Anybody questions for everybody standing around? Johnny Stovall's in the house. Any questions, Johnny? You got a modified. Don't be selling it. Come and run with us. So that's it. I guess. Let me get back in the thing. Okay, well, that's what I had to announce to everybody. So we're working on them. We'll have them. I should have an announcement next Saturday at the meeting. Don't have solid ones. I mean, got good leads, but that's something that's a work in progress. I mean, we've just been thinking about this the past month, trying to get everything together. Kenneth Smithy, I think, is coming on board as a sponsor at Piedmont Racing Expo. Come out here. What time you open tomorrow, Smith? Okay, so it's 8 to 9. 9 o'clock tomorrow night? Okay, 8 o'clock till he gets done tomorrow. So I'd like to thank Jack Dudowitz. This is his car. I'm going to tell you, my idea is this car is sitting in his shop in the corner with a tarp on it with no plans to ever be run. And what he done, this motor Nice package actually makes him available to put this car together. So what we're hoping is we have a bunch of guys, I know 4 or 5 that have cars like this that's not racing anywhere right now. So hopefully this ends up, like I said, being a good feeder division for SMRS in the stadium and introducing some new younger drivers to modified racing, and maybe they can go get them a bigger motor if this is what they decide to do, and they can take a Troyer, just like it's a 96 Troyer, they can take it tour racing one day. Any other questions? Okay. All right, well, that's all I got then. All right, thanks, Tony. Thanks, Tony Stevens and Pit Road Media for coming out and covering this. And anybody can send me a message via the email or 602tour@gmail.com. Thanks. All right.